Welcome to Make It Personal Video Shorts. This video will demonstrate how to manage custom page sizes. Some of the stationery you will create with Make It Personal will not be made to print on 8.5 by 11 page sizes. These could include the register books, prayer cards with no tab, like vanilla style, any single folder or card, 2-up acknowledgement cards, the large bookmark, or possibly others. Everyone's printer model and driver may vary, so there's no way to cover them all. This is a generalization to give you the tools to help you find your way to the right place with the correct information to make the changes necessary. Let's begin. So you have your Make It Personal screen up and you've generated a register book and you've got your PDF and you're ready to print. When you go to print your PDF, you'll notice that in the bottom left-hand corner it's going to give you a page size. These will correlate with your custom page sizes that you need to print to. However, when you get ready to print, if you don't have the custom page sizes already entered in your printer, you'll notice that it's not going to print to that size. It's going to have a different size, and it's going to want to print to 8.5 by 11. Let's see if I can get it to actually not print to my, there we go. So this is what it's going to actually look like. It's going to look like this is the size of the page, but the 8.5 by 11 is what it's choosing to print it on. And so it's not going to line up right, especially with the smaller books. And what you'll end up having is that it'll print either in the bottom or the top left-hand corner of the page, and it's not going to come out right. This is where you want to have those custom page sizes entered into your printer driver ahead of time. So I'm going to go down here where I've already pulled up my control panel, and in my control panel I've already found devices and printers. And where you find that information is going to be a little different for each one depending on which version of Windows. So some of you that have like Windows 8 and Windows 10, you're going to go into your different window panel and you're going to search for your control panel, and others are just going to go to Start, Control Panel, Devices and Printers. So here's my devices and printers, and in my printer, which is my default, I would right-click and go to Printing Preferences. And on my Printing Preferences, which you'll see looks a lot like Properties, I'm going to go to my Paper Quality tab. Here's the size of my standard default page size, and underneath that there's a Custom button. And I would go in here and take this out, put in the size that I want. Let's say for this one, let's say I'm not doing a book, I'm doing acknowledgement cards. So I'm going to put a 1-up acknowledgement card, and I'm going to put that at 7 inches wide and 5 inches tall. Whoops. And I'm going to save. And then I'm going to click OK. Now, I've already got many custom page sizes in here, so I'm going to show you these. I've got the no-tab prayer cards, the large book, the oversized book, the large bookmark, oversized book, large book, small book, the 2-up acknowledgement cards. All those are already listed in here for me. I'm going to make sure that stays on letter as my default, and I'm going to click OK. It's going to commit that new one that I've just added to memory. I'm going to go back in and right-click and go back to Printing Preferences and verify that the new one I just added has been added in there. Oh, right there it is, 1-up acknowledgement card. So, I'm good. Now we're going to look at a couple of different ones. I'm going to look at a Kyocera. I'm going to right-click. I'm going to go to Printing Preferences. I'm going to click on Page Sizes right there on that tab. Now, I want to point out these tabs are different. It's down the side instead of across the top. Basic page sizes. Now this has the large, the small, and the mid-size, but this is set up a little bit different. On this one, you have to click New to add a size, and then you would put in your page size here. So we would go large book mark, and then we will put our 3 inches, and we'll put our 8.75. Now you'll see how that changed that 3 inches to 3.86. what that's telling us is that this printer will not go below 3.86. So this printer is not going to be suitable for doing large bookmarks. The smallest it will print is 3.86 wide. So for whoever uses this printer, the width is not going to be good enough. You're not going to be able to print that large single bookmark. You're going to have to use the 4-up bookmarks. So let's get rid of that. Let's go and do we'll do the 2-up acknowledgement cards. And we'll put that in there as 7 inches wide and 10 inches tall. And then we'll save. And you can see it show up right there. And then we'll click OK. And you'll notice that our standard print size, our default, did not change. And then we'll come down here and click OK. Now again, we can go back into printing preferences. We can go to here, and we can see that our 2-up acknowledgement cards is right there, along with our oversized book, our large book, and our small book. But it's very important to know what your limits are. So whoever is using this printer is going to have to order those 4-up bookmarks. And that's a good thing to know. There's another Kyocera, and it's going to load in the same way. Now, the HP OfficeJet Pro class printers, these printers are a good printer. They're a tank. They really print well, especially black and white. They do not offer a full feature driver for Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10. On the paper quality, this is all you get. If you go to advanced, this is the paper sizes that are offered. There is no user defined. There is no single way to set even a single custom page size in here. We have found a way at Messenger to get around this, and we can help you with that, but you're going to have to call us for assistance to do that. There's no way to really explain that over the phone or with a video. Please feel free to do that. If you run into other problems, please feel free to call us for other printers. If you find that you are clicking on your right-clicking and going to printing preferences and you're not finding anything, please feel free to try going to printer properties as well. Sometimes there'll be an extra tab under device settings or another one out to the side. Something that might be out here, another tab that might have additional settings for you, and at the bottom there might be one that says custom page size or register a page size. Kyocera offers that. Sometimes a Xerox will offer that. There's many other brands of printers, and you want to look both under printing preferences and under printer properties to find those. So give us a call if you're not finding what you're looking for. Once you have your custom page sizes set up, sometimes you have to close this print menu and then reopen it before it's going to see those changes. And then you would go back in, make sure that you have actual size on, and then choose by the page size, and you'll see that that custom page size pops right in there, and it will just print right to that page size. And that should solve the problem with printing to the custom page sizes. The only other problem that may exist after that is if your printer is a fairly large standalone printer, there are oftentimes an onboard computer on the printer itself where you have to go to that computer and go to the drawers, the trays, even the bypass tray, and enter the matching page size in as a custom there as well. And for that, you're going to have to refer to your manual to do that. That is not something that we can tell you in advance. Sometimes if you don't have a manual, we can help you by getting online and helping you refer to those instructions. But that's equally as easy for you to do just by going to the website of that manufacturer and pulling up your model. And all of those manuals are offered online there as well. And you can find those instructions there too. And sometimes that's very helpful to you because you can save that PDF of that manual to your desktop and then have it for other things in future reference for yourself. But anything that has an onboard computer like that built onto the machine often will have to have a matching custom page size added to the settings of that onboard computer, so that when you send from your printer, to your printer from your computer, that there is not a paper mismatch. Occasionally you can get by just by saying okay when it says the sizes don't match, but oftentimes you have to have that custom page size entered in. Once again, if there's anything that we can do to help, please don't hesitate to give us a call. And this concludes this video on managing custom page sizes. Thank you.